Well, obesity expert Dr. Paul Satcher joins us now. So, it's shocking that it's 1 in 3. That shows that the problem's getting worse, not better. And also very interesting where the research says that by 11, a youngster's kind of attitude to weight and health is pretty much set.
Yeah, we know the earlier you start, you become aware of issues around nutrition and physical activity, the better it is. And as children go on to become adolescents and teenagers and into adults, it becomes harder because habits are set for life. And as we get older, it is much harder to reverse things.
Is it getting worse? I mean, we have had so many healthy eating campaigns, you know, Change for Life, and obviously programmes being put in place to help parents with children. Are any of these having a positive benefit? Well,
it's very piecemeal. NICE recommends healthy lifestyle programs such as MEND, the program that we deliver, My Time Active. And we know these programs work. The problem is it just isn't enough funding for these programs. And there's been such a piecemeal approach taken to obesity. And about 1% of the social cost of obesity is actually spent on obesity prevention. So although we have things like Change for Life, which are very flashy and we're all aware of them, there is very little evidence to show that programs like that, campaigns like that, are actually making a difference to the lives of our children.
So what the heck do we do then?
Well, a recent report by McKinsey actually showed that there are about 44 different types of interventions, things that we can do. And people keep looking for the silver bullet or the magic bullet, the one thing that's going to make a difference. What we think is we need to be doing all of those things if we are going to see a reduction. And they've estimated that if we did these 44 interventions, looking at food in the workplace and in schools, we could actually see a reduction in obesity by 20% in 5 to 10 years. But we need to start investing and actually doing things as opposed to just talking about the problem.
One of the worst rates amongst children was children from 11 to 15 years old. And Kate mentioned that by 11 your kind of attitudes are set. Is that why it all kind of goes downhill after 11 years old?
Well, we know, I think, with any issues with adolescents, teenagers, it is a tricky time of life.
It's also the time, of course, when you go to secondary school, and it feels like parents have less control then over what you're eating. Perhaps standards of food change.
Exactly. You're in much more control over what you eat, what you buy. The parents have less control. And parents have an important role to play as role models, but it's really important that families start living a healthier lifestyle at as early age as possible, and the whole family does it.
Obesity, we're sort of saying this morning, is it responsibility of the parents, or is it actually a disease? Should we be thinking of it differently?
Obesity, the word obesity is the word for a medical condition, but I don't think it's necessarily helpful to label people as obese. I think what is important is that parents are aware if their children are overweight, that they speak to their GPs, their dietitians, and they get, practical advice on how to tackle the issue. And there's no quick fix. It's about making small, sustainable changes to the whole family's lifestyle.